Ooh. Adam!
Hey, Rohan.
Here.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah.
I'm good.
Let's go get some snack.
Yeah, and water. Whoa. What was that?
I don't know.
You gotta go. Oh, I'm scared.
I heard it again. There's another whoosh.
Oh no. For sure.
Very suspicious.
I know. Hello? Hello? Who's there? Hello?
Hello, my name is Adam Sanchez. No, not Lily. And I challenge you to a parkour battle. And I'm warning you, the consequences will be severe.
I accept.
Wait, except for what? Who's that? What's going on?
Here's the rules. We each do 3 tricks. Whoever does the best tricks wins. Simple.
Yep, I agree. Simple.
First one.
Check this one out.
Check this out.
Hey, that's not fair. Blondie here did all the work and you didn't even do anything. I could have easily beaten you.
Don't look at me. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All right, you want to go, Blondie? You want to go? You want to go? Let's go! This is the last you'll ever see of me.
You ain't hurt my friend no more.
To be honest, it was really fun playing with you guys, except for the part where me and Indian Boy got into a fight.